Recently there's been a lot of talk about de-googling Android. In fact, I've actually made several videos on the subject myself, but for some people that is not going far enough, whether that be for privacy concerns or ethical reasons. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you how you can use Android with absolutely no proprietary software whatsoever, so you can completely take back your digital rights, freedoms, and privacy. And I'm going to tell you how you do that right now on the Linux Lounge. If you enjoyed this video, consider joining Odyssey, the freedom-respecting alternative to YouTube. Links in the description. So indeed, in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use Android with absolutely no proprietary software at all. Now, before we start today's video, I do have to just say, this is not for the faint of heart. You are going to lose a lot of stuff that you can do on your phone if you follow along with this guide. And I think that for most people, de-googling will probably be enough. And if that's the case, I have a video on how to de-google your device in the description. But with that said, if you're absolutely certain that you want to or need to use Android with absolutely no proprietary software, well, I still think at the end of that, you're going to have a very useful smartphone. So if you want to do that, let's continue on with the video. So the first thing that you need to be aware of when using Android with absolutely no proprietary software is that you will need a specific device to do it. Sadly, you can't just pick out any random phone and have it work. You need a device that is supported by the completely free and open source Android operating system that we're going to be using today. The operating system is called Replicant and it supports the following phones: the Galaxy S2, the Galaxy Note, the Galaxy Nexus, the Galaxy S3, and the Galaxy Note 2. It also supports a variety of tablets as well as a few devices that are either not completed yet or are currently unmaintained. Now you might notice that most of these devices are at this point very old. Sadly, that's just a sacrifice that you'll have to make if you want to use Android without any proprietary software, as most devices that are newer require proprietary software. However, thankfully most of these devices are now very inexpensive. Personally, I have a Samsung Galaxy S3 which seems to be very well supported and I would recommend it. Additionally, if you want Wi-Fi, you're going to need a Wi-Fi adapter that is supported by Replicant, which sadly there aren't that many. I'll leave a list of the ones that are in the description as well as a video review of the one that I own personally. You'll also need a micro USB to full-size USB adapter to connect the Wi-Fi adapter. You'll probably have no difficulty whatsoever finding one of those. And finally, you'll need a Linux computer to install Replicant with. You can probably use Windows or Mac OS too, but this guide will assume that you are using Linux. Now, the first thing that you'll need to do in order to use Android without any proprietary software is once you have your Replicant supported device, you need to go ahead and install Replicant on it. Replicant is, as I said earlier, a version of Android that has no proprietary software whatsoever in it. Now, I already have a video on how to install Replicant, so I'll leave a link to that video in this video's description so that this video doesn't end up being 10 minutes longer than it has to be. I'll also leave a link to the official Replicant install guide in the description if you prefer that. But essentially the short version of how to install Replicant is that you have to install the Replicant recovery, wipe the partitions on the device, load Replicant from your PC, and finally factory reset the device and reboot into your Replicant install. And that can be done from pretty much any Linux distribution that has Heimdall available. So all in all, it's not very complicated at all, and I think that most people who are fairly tech savvy will be able to do it without any issue. And then once you've gone ahead and installed Replicant, you'll be able to use it just as you would any other Android device, with one huge caveat though. If you want to connect to the internet, you have to plug in your micro USB to USB adapter, and then plug your USB Wi-Fi adapter into that adapter, and then go ahead and connect to your Wi-Fi using the built-in Rep Wi-Fi app. Other than that though, you can actually use your mobile data as you would on any other phone, as well as any other phone features and open source apps without issue. And finally, with all that done, you have an Android device with absolutely no proprietary software on it. I'd advise that you be careful to keep it that way though. Make sure that you only install apps from the F-Droid store so that you know that you're only running free and open source software. You could also probably get away with installing other apps as long as you absolutely know for sure that they are free and open source. But with that said, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy your liberated Android device, and I hope you enjoyed this quick rundown of how to use Android without any proprietary software whatsoever. I thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.